Hey guys, today I have another book haul for you. I bought a lot of books recently and I also got way too many books from the library. Seriously, there's no way that I'm going to be able to read all these books before I have to put them back to the library, and I still have some on hold that I'm waiting to come in, so that's my life right now. I'm not kidding, there's probably like 16 books, so let's get started. The first book that I purchased is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, of course. I love this cover so much. Fun fact, I've never actually read Pride and Prejudice. Recently, I've been thinking, you know what? I think I'm ready, but on one condition. I really wanted to find a cover that I loved, and I love this cover. It's very Twilighty, which makes me think that it's some weird like Twilight release thing, because on the inside it says that two other books are Wuthering Heights and Romeo and Juliet, but on the cover of the Wuthering Heights book there's like a sticker that says Bella and Edward's favorite book. So I don't know if these covers are like a special thing to go along with Twilight, but I really love this cover, so I have this book now. The next book I got is the second book in a trilogy, and Family, Friends, and Dad, Cover Your Eyes, because it is 50 Shades Darker by E.L. James. I never thought I'd be getting this, but guys, I'm really surprised by how much I enjoyed 50 Shades of Grey. I'm still waiting for Caitlin to finish it up. I actually have to lend her my copy because she didn't have time to finish up on the library copy that I got for her, and then we're gonna get that video out for you guys. But in the meantime, I enjoyed it so much that I got the second one, obviously. I don't know when I'll feel like picking it up. I'm really surprised at myself for enjoying these books, I'm not gonna lie. The next book I got is also a second book in a series, and it is Magic Study by Maria V. Snyder. This is not the cover that matches my Poison Study book, unfortunately. Wherever it is, here it is. It's two different covers now, so I messed that up. I like these covers better than these ones, so for the rest of them I'm probably gonna buy this one because I really like it. I absolutely loved Poison Study, as you guys know, and I've been wanting to get Magic Study, and I finally did, and I'm excited to read it when I have time. Next is a book that I got around my birthday-ish, and I heard Raylene over at Padfoot and Prong 07, is that it? Maybe. I'll leave her channel link down below, but it is The Girl in 6E by A.R. Tor, and I really loved You, and she kind of described this as being you-like, and it's about a girl who has a desire to kill, so she stays in her apartment, but in order to make money, she's a cam girl. If you don't know what that means, it means that she makes videos for men and gets money for it. So this book is also kind of erotic, but still a thriller, and I'm really intrigued by it. Next is a book that I've been wanting for a while. It's actually a book of poetry, and it is Egghead, or You Can't Survive on Ideas Alone by Bo Burnham. If you don't know who Bo Burnham is, you are missing out. He is a hilarious comedian. His comedy special, where he actually reads snippets of poems from this book, is on YouTube. It's probably on YouTube. It's also on Netflix for sure, and it's called What? And I love him. I have his album. I'd love to meet him someday, but I always kind of wanted his poetry book, and now I have it. The next book I saw at my local bookstore, and I didn't even know it existed, and it was really cheap, so I made my fiance buy it for me, and it is The Phantom of the Opera, and it's actually the Centennial Edition, because it was first published in 1911, so this one came out in 2011 because that's the centennial. I'm sure you guys all know the story of Phantom of the Opera. I don't know how like the movie or the Broadway musical opera that the book is, but I'm really intrigued by it, and I really do like that musical and the movie with Gerard Butler, so I'm excited to read this eventually. Hopefully I'll like it. I'm not sure if I will, but I just thought it would be kind of fun to have. Two more, guys, two more. Next I have The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. As you guys know, I was thinking about picking this one up, and I finally did. I'm really happy that I have it. I've never read this, but I do know the premise of it. It is set in World War II. I believe it's Nazi-occupied Germany, and it's about a girl who collects books because books are being banned and burned, but it's told from the perspective of death, so that's really unique. I have attempted to read this book in the past when I was much younger, and I didn't care for it, so I'm hoping that my years of wisdom will bring more perspective to the story, and hopefully I'll like it. Oh, I gotta move my Tsum Tsums. Sorry, guys. The next book that just came in the mail today, actually, I got because Trina over at Between Chapters is always recommending it. She's actually doing a read-along with this book next month, I believe. I've been wanting to read it, but I kept forgetting the title, and Thrift Books actually had it, so I got it. And of course, you guys probably know what it is by now if you know Trina. It is Not a Drop to Drink by Mindy McGinnis, and I really don't know much about this book, but I'm excited to read it because Trina absolutely raves about this book, and it sounded really interesting. It's just been a while since I've heard kind of a broad overview of what the book is about. And now I have kind of a bit of an unboxing, unwrapping type thing. If you guys saw my video, which should be up by now, of when I pissed off the Barnes & Noble employee by looking at the ISBN number of the blind date with a book that I got, I'm gonna unwrap it for you guys because I am 100% honest when I say that it's been so long that I don't remember the title of the book. All I remember is like some fine details that it has to do with a Russian family and something to do with a Russian fairy tale. So I don't know what it is. I know it's not well known. I'm just gonna open it, we'll see. I have to say that I do love the idea of these blind date with a book things. I think it's a really unique way to get outside of your comfort zone when you're reading. So, if you guys ever have the opportunity to get one of these blind date with a book things from a bookstore, how many times can I say book in that sentence? Anyway, I definitely recommend trying to pick one up if you ever see them. Okay, there goes that. And it is Winter Garden by Kristen Hanna. It's an adult bestseller, and the cover is really pretty. It's kind of wintry. Of course it's wintry. And it has to do with a family. Oh, maybe they're not Russian. Huh. They're from Alaska. Wouldn't you know? Alright, I'm excited to read this book. Let's leave it at that. And those are all the books I've bought recently, so let's move on to the library books. First is one that the book review should be out for, and it is Self-Help by Miranda Sings. I'm a huge fan of not only Miranda, but also Colleen Ballinger Evans now, because she's married, who is the creator of Miranda, and Miranda is her character. She also has a YouTube channel, so does her husband, so does her entire family basically, and they're just a lovely bunch. If you haven't checked out some of Colleen's videos, you definitely should because they're amazing. Next is one that I already started and I'm so happy to have. It is P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. I read To All the Boys I've Loved Before over the summer, and this is the second book in that duology. We continue to follow Lara Jean and what happens at the end of book one, which I don't really remember. Next, I picked up You Go Bernadette by Maria Semple. I'm not sure if I'll get to this one, but it is about a mother who has some anxiety issues, and then finally it's kind of the last straw and she disappears and she leaves behind a series of notes to kind of tell her family where she is and that she's okay. That's all I know about it. I could be totally off, but that's pretty much the gist that I got of it. I really do want to read it. It sounds kind of intriguing to me. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it or renew it or something. Yeah. Next is one that I'm really excited about. It is Uprooted by Naomi Novik. This is very fairy tale-esque. If you like fairy tales, you will like this. And what I know about it is that it takes place in a village where every 10-ish years, every so often, every so many years, a dragon comes and takes the best 17-year-old girl from the village, and this girl, oh no, I can't pronounce these names, Agnieszka thinks that her friend Kazia will be the one that is chosen, but of course, twists of all twists, Agnieszka is the one that's chosen, and I guess it kind of goes from there. I've heard it described as slightly Beauty and the Beast-esque, but not fully, so I'm really loving it so far. I'm a few pages in, and I'm hoping I'll finish this one too. Today I picked up Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. This is about a girl whose best friend moves away over the summer without telling her and leaves her a list of things to do, I believe. It sounds like it's gonna be really interesting, almost coming of age-esque, and with the weather getting warmer, maybe I'll actually want to pick this one up. LOL, nope, it's supposed to snow this week, so that's happening. I also got The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin, and I've heard a lot of mixed things about this book, which is why I didn't want to buy it. I wanted to get it from the library, and they finally had it, so I got it. That's all I can say about this one. And last but not least is a book I'll definitely not get to because it's so huge. It is 11/22/63 by Stephen King. Look how massive this book is. Yup, 800 pages, nearly 900 pages. Apparently this is about a guy who goes back in time to when Kennedy was assassinated, and he tries to stop the assassination. It sounds really interesting. I've actually never read a Stephen King book before, but I've seen a couple of his movies, and I'm hoping I'll like this. I'll probably have to check it out multiple times and just kind of keep track of where I am in the book each time, because it's a big one, guys, and I don't have all the time in the world. And those are all of the books that I have got recently. Let me know if you've read any of the books and what you thought of them down below in the comments. Also, let me know if you want to read the books and what is your favorite book that you've picked up recently. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!